four-charge clash in a mouth-watering Copa America final. Up your game on SuperSport.
Welcome back. You are still watching the Road to Rio show. Next up is the first South African to win a world rowing title. He's also a cancer survivor. So not only is a world champion, but he also displays quite a bit of resilience. I'm talking about none other than rowing sensation Lawrence Brittains.
Rowing champion Lawrence Brittains' journey with the water sport began at school in 2004. He came face to face with one of his greatest athletic victories at the 2010 Under-23 World Championships in Russia, where he snatched gold. He officially turned pro in 2011 when he raced in his first senior world champs.
I just really enjoy rowing. I think rowing has always been really, I've always had so much fun doing it, and it's been a passion since I started school.
Lawrence is strong, he's a beast.
He's just got so much positivity. He really, when we're all like in the herd box seeing the red mist, Lawrence will be the guy shouting, cheering us on.
I'm very excited to be in the same boat as him because, you know, he's very brave. I mean, he recovered very fast.
I'm a positive person. I don't let negative things get me down or complicate my life. Just try and keep it simple and keep moving forward.
Because rowing is a repetitive sport that requires the exhaustive use of specific muscle groups, Lawrence's gym sessions are predominantly geared towards injury prevention, the enhancing of body balance and strength building.
The biggest focus in the gym for us is injury prevention, so making sure we keep the body balanced. Because it's a repetitive sport that they're in, they focus on very specific muscle groups. So we want to try and make sure that we keep the balance. So that's the first focus in the gym. And then getting the guys strong. It's a unique sport because it's a strength, power endurance sport. So we try and focus on the power and strength side in the gym. And they do all the endurance training on the bikes and on the water.
Still sit back for me as if you're going to do a deep squat. Hips back, better. Open that chest, use the lats. Yeah, that's better, Lawrence.
Lawrence was one of South Africa's brightest prospects at last year's World Championships, but his boat unfortunately came in a disappointing fifth. A lymph node cancer diagnosis in October further darkened his path, arguably robbing him of a successful year and initiating a very painful battle.
The last 2 years were quite a rocky road. My performance wasn't progressing as much as we wanted it to be, and we kept getting sick and just really struggling with the performance. And then in October, when I was diagnosed, it sort of made a lot of sense to us because of the performance and how we'd been training so well and not getting the results that we expected from the training.
Lawrence is an extremely experienced athlete, and we were all blown away when we found out he had stage 4 lymphoma. I mean, it was a shock, and he went through the treatment and got knocked badly by the chemo.
When we found out Lawrence was diagnosed with cancer, I mean, the team was devastated. But he's just such a fighter. He's been a fighter since I've met him, and he is so determined and so headstrong. You just knew he was going to get through this.
His recovery has been nothing short of remarkable. He has astounded himself, but us as well, in the trials that he's done. And we've really said, given his experience, given his ability, and given the trajectory of his improvement, he is somebody that we really need in the fore.
Having what he's had, I'm really excited to see where he's going to go from here, because I think he's just going to be 10 times better than he's ever been. He's got such an incredible personality. I think he's a real inspiration, not just to the team, but to a lot of people out there as well.
The selection process of the top 4 rowers making up the national team takes into consideration a combination of factors, including collected data on the athlete and his overall progress, skill and technique. The rowers are also subject to rowing machine tests and on-water trials.
The top heavyweight men's crew is the pair, consisting of Sean Keeling and Noddy Hunt. And then we have the heavyweight men's 4, and we're really trying to qualify both boats in the heavyweight men's division.
Our team has come together so nicely. I mean, the vibe in the boat is awesome. The vibe with all the heavyweights is really strong and positive about really getting the qualification spot this year.
He sits in the bow of the fore and he calls, which is under race situations, he'll be saying, push 10 now, hold now, whatever the race plan is. He's got a very important leadership role in the boat.
We call him a barman. His duty is to call in the boat and watch where we're going. And my duty is just to steer the boat and listen to him what he says.
More importantly, his physiological development is now at the stage where he's no different to the other guys in the boat. He's made a remarkable comeback, and it's a credit to him the way that he's accepted the challenge of cancer and the way that he's beaten it and come out the other side.
Heading into the World Championships, Team SA has spent long hours getting the basics of the sport into shape. As part of the team, Lawrence is geared up for a grand return to the world stage.
He's had quite a road ahead of him in terms of rehabilitating back, but you know, Lawrence is such a typical athlete personality, so we've actually had to put reins on him to try and keep him back because he just wants to go guns blazing.
Now that I got the cancer away, the handbrake is off, and now there's no limit. So hopefully we can just keep pushing it, keep getting faster, keep improving the results, and really reach for the dreams. I mean, the goal is gold.
Apart from being South Africa's first rowing world champion, Lawrence's most colossal achievement has been his emergence on the outside of a harmful disease. Oars in hand and cancer behind him, this survivor is back on the road to Rio.
Train the mind and the body will follow. You've got to be strong in your head. You've got to really attack each day and make it your own.
What a moving story. A true inspirational athlete. Now we take a look at Team South Africa as they continue with their preparations, breaking records and making headlines all across the world.